The man who refused to break. David Goggins is often called the toughest man on earth. He is a retired Navy SEAL, the only member of the U.S. Armed Forces to complete SEAL training, Army Ranger School, and Air Force Tactical Air Controller training. He once held the world record for the most pull-ups in 24 hours, but he didn't start as a super athlete. He started as a broken, obese young man with a learning disability and a history of severe domestic abuse. The book is the story of how he calloused his mind to overcome his environment and his own genetic limitations. Phase 1: The Accountability Mirror. Goggins' journey began when he was nearly 300 pounds, working a dead-end job spraying for cockroaches. He saw a documentary on the Navy SEALs and decided he wanted to join. To get there, he had to lose over 100 pounds in less than 3 months. He developed a tool called the accountability mirror. He would stand in front of the mirror and be brutally honest with himself. He didn't use soft language. If he was lazy, he called himself lazy. He would tape his goals, small and large, onto the mirror. This forced him to face his reality every single morning and evening. It wasn't about self-hate, it was about self-truth. Phase 2: The 40% Rule. One of the most famous concepts in the book is the 40% rule. Goggins argues that when your mind tells you that you are finished, exhausted, and cannot go any further, you are actually only at about 40% of your true capacity. The brain has a built-in governor designed to protect us from pain and discomfort. To reach your full potential, you have to lean into that discomfort and bypass the governor. By pushing past the point where your mind wants to quit, you begin to tap into the remaining 60% of your capability. Phase 3: The Calloused Mind. Goggins compares the mind to the palms of your hands. If you lift weights or do manual labor, your skin gets thin and bleeds at first. But over time, it develops calluses that make it tough and resistant to pain. He believes the mind works the same way. By intentionally seeking out things that make you uncomfortable, cold showers, long runs, difficult study sessions, you callous your mind. Eventually, the things that used to break you no longer even move the needle. You become immune to the internal dialogue that begs you to take the easy way out. Phase 4: The Cookie Jar. When you are in the middle of a hell week or a major life crisis, your brain will try to find reasons to quit. Goggins uses a mental tool called the cookie jar. The cookies are your past successes, especially the ones that were achieved through pain and struggle. When you feel like giving up, you reach into your mental cookie jar and remind yourself of who you are. You remind yourself of the times you were broken but didn't quit. This provides the emotional fuel needed to get through the current moment of suffering. Phase 5: Taking Soul. This is a psychological tactic Goggins used during his training. Taking souls means outperforming your opponents or even your instructors so thoroughly that you get inside their heads. In a training environment, if an instructor is trying to break you and you respond by asking for more or by smiling through the pain, you have taken their soul. You have shown them that their power over you is non-existent. In everyday life, this means working so hard that you become a source of inspiration or intimidation to those around you, shifting the energy of the room in your favor. Phase 6: The After-Action Report (AAR). Goggins doesn't believe in victory laps. After every success or failure, he performs an after-action report. He sits down and analyzes what went right, what went wrong, and how he can improve. He emphasizes that even when you reach the top, you are never truly done. The second you think you have arrived is the second you stop growing. Success is a constant process of setting a goal, achieving it, and then immediately finding a way to get better. A conclusion: unusual among the unusual. The book ends with the idea that you shouldn't just strive to be the best in your office or your neighborhood. You should strive to be unusual among the unusual. This means being the person who works harder than the people who already work hard. It's about total ownership of your life, your failures, and your future. As Goggins says, everything in life is a mind game. If you can master your mind, you can master your world.